One TV special report.
That's a beginning point, Honorable Sir.
Yes.
Perhaps the mayor can extend that favor to LBGL. Anyway, the mayor has knowledge about our CLUP and our zoning, which is already due, but doon na hapit ang human. So, that's a good point, Ma'am Lani, matagaan po siya o pabor nga ilagsipay iyang lot into residential or commercial mapagid. So, malipay siya, basta iyang donate iyang yuta para sa road access. So, what is the other idea of your committee members?
Okay.
Honorable Sir?
Yes.
Honorable Siso, Honorable Sir,
Honorable Suiso, the committee
input.
chair.
Yes, thank you very much, Madam Chair, Honorable Majority Floor Leader. I'd just like to recognize the effort done by Engineer Alianig for posting so many pictures regarding that, so that we have insight. It makes us clear nga pag-present pa lang niya, nakakita na kita sa maayong paagi. And thank you for the effort, Engineer. Second thing, since ang katong deadline nga March 15 nga dili na paagian ang mga tao dito, actually dili man gyud kay sila stricto nga maagian naman gihapon, although giingon ni i-close, they only strict sa mga sakyanan. So pag March 15 ila na lang giingnan ang taga sulod nga ipagawas sila mga sakyanan para kay wala sa vehicle na gyud kaayo sila stricto, pero ang passage sa mga tao dili kay sa stricto. So when Engineer Momoy present this to the mayor on our second option nga, we are amenable for the second option, I think this will solve the problem kay because daghan yung kaayong conflicting nga mga owners along the option 1 kung atong yutong i-pursue, pero for me dili good siya kana viable because piot yung kaayo, bisag kasi values piot po kaayo. So kining second option is one of the best option. Anyway, makaagi magyapon ang tao, dili lang din ang vehicle. Bahala gi-close ni Sir Willie ang area.
Yes, Honorable Sir, the second option assumes na may puson sa yuta na PIL nga makuhaan, di ba? Assumes nga si PIL okay na, yung i-donate. O napayuta si Espiga, di ba? Willing to donate also. Kaning
Maghanoy po.
before mo liko, second option. So, ang owners, wala problema. The only problem, si Willie Chong na good. So, second option, although there are still recommendation to be done, kay maghimo dyan ang barangay ordination ni Phil, ni Espiga, ni Maghanoy.
Kung kasi values pero kung mutipas ta dili na kinahanglan ka maghanoy.
O nagi ordination ay mo sa barangay para in the future, wala nang problema, kay magsibalik-balik ang problema. So, no sir, there are assumptions na okay na si Phil, si Espiga, so kanya lang LBGL Realty mo'y wapay klaro. So, I hope the committee with the mayor can make initial contact with the corporation para na tayo initial idea kung unsa kailang posible nga respond base willing sa to donate kay ilang yuta. We are although we're not ensuring to reclassify, but very favorable nga atong i-reclassify into commercial kay kapo mag-commercial na po ng gano or residential. So his land will be upgraded. That might be a point to convince the corporation to donate or to sell their property to the LGU. So Mr. Samir Kisota, Honorable Chair, has something to say. Please, we give him the floor.
Thank you,
Yes.
Madam Chair. I would just like to make a elaboration regarding katabitang sa ipakita ko itong mapa sa option 2. Regarding this lot ni kuan ba ni LDLG. What if as what Ma'am Melanie Sir said, nga atong i-reclassify ang iyang yuta from agricultural to commercial, which is the most preferable to entice him to donate or sell the property at low price. And then, the other side of that lot is owned by Religious Order of the Sisters of Mercy. So that it will not be solely a burden for the owner of this property of the left side. How about if we can utilize a portion of the area under Religious Order of Sisters of Mercy, so that in both ways, the other party would also be satisfied. Para di lang niya masulo ba?
Honorable Sir, maduha na ang ato invisit.
O, duha.
Mas
duha.
ba ito kung sara kay, ano ba, although ang sisters, may man silang mga tao mo. Pero, duha na ba itong negotiate ba? Mas ba ito kung sara?
For in kaso lang ni sa konsehal kung in kaso o
Second
mga
option.
isya o kuan sa pika side. Ano?
Okay, yes, Engineer Mumay, you have the floor now for...
Yes, actually, this is a really sharp turn. Corner manggod ni siya, naagi makuha gamay gyud. Pero gamay ra kaayo. Dako lang gyud siya lang tawon ba sa mapa. Pero kani siya, i-curve manggod ni siya gamay. So katurang tumoy kaayo aning ilahang property ang makuha. Pwede gyapon sa ma-negotiate. Pero at least gamay ra kanirang corner nila ba, murag mo kurbada siya gamay dira. Kay para makita nimo ang imuhang kaengkwentro bitaw nga sakyanan. Dili siya kay kung imuha gyud ning sundon ra gyud ang kaning linya ni kaning LDGL, ma-sharp diri nga portion kani siya i-curve lang siya gamay diri. Kay kung diri po ta mo curve manggod sa portion ni LGDL kaning orientation mo bilangkad padulong dito kay mo curve man ka diri dapit mo sulod man ang curve are mo ana na pod siya. So diri mo murag diri lang ta sa sulod ani ni kaning sa Religious Orders of Sisters. Pero we can negotiate pero gamay ra kaayo ang makuha gyud. Tip ra gyud sa ilahang property are.
So, Honorable Sir, that info will have to require us to invite also the sisters, the authorized entity para mahibaw ang prato kung nabaslay sense of willingness nga makaano gamay ilang property along that portion sa curve. So, we invite also the sisters, the Religious Order of the Sisters of Mercy
Okay.
on April 3.
On next session, next meeting, next committee meeting, we will be inviting Mercy Sisters also. Okay. Any other remarks or comments? Mr. Cristuta, you have more to say?
Madam
Yes,
Chair, there is a
Engineer
question from Cons Lorly kung paril ba daw siya. Yes, paril ni siya but katubitang kuanra kaning barbed wire ba darayahang to ilang kaning ani mura siya dili siya barbed wire katubitang murag interlink kani siya nga portion interlink dito nga portion dili. So if naagid again, if naagid makuan sa ilang property, gamay ra kaayo. Kani ra gyud tumoy are. Ani, diri nga portion.
Okay. Engineer Mumay, thank you so much for your input.
Thank you,
no?
Madam Chair.
So, the timeline, okay na. Hindi mo may April 3 at 1:30 o'clock in the afternoon, mag-hearing ta. We invite LBGL and also sisters and also the authorized representative of the Roman Catholic Church because the property owned by the sisters, occupied by the sisters, might be owned by the Catholic Church. So, the church is a corporation solely, Roman Catholic Church of Osamis City Incorporated. So,
RCBUI.
we'll invite also the bishop or his authorized representative regarding that property of the sisters of
Mercy.
the Order of Mercy. So, okay na. Wala na proceed ta April 3 ta hearing at 1:30 o'clock in the afternoon. Before that, mo ato mong mayor, inyong i-convert ka mayor, o akong suggestion nga, kung mahimo, maghimo, mag-initial contact sa corporation. Bayan sa mong idea nga maghimutang dalan along the property o katong inyong idea nga i-reclassify into commercial or residential upgraded, that might convince the corporation to donate or to sell the property at a comfortable price. So okay na. Okay na.
Okay.
So we just would like to thank the committee, the technical committee composed of Engineer Mumay, our city engineer, Ma'am Nancy Pres, our CPD officer, Sir Samuel Kisota, our city assessor, and Honorable Siso, our chairman of the committee on zoning, planning, and settlement, Honorable Sir. And we can excuse now our visitors, Honorable Sir, so we can resume our session. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. The chair would like to express our gratitude of the extra effort being done by Engineer Mumay. Thank you, Engineer, sa imong kabuutan ang kakugi. Okay. Session now is resumed.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. We proceed to item number 5, approval of the agenda for the day. There are about 14 written presentations, Honorable Chair, which was proposed to be inserted in our order of business, and may I enumerate the proposed insertions. Number 1, the request from City Mayor to pass a resolution funding various defunded positions for City Government Assignments. There are various positions. Copies were given to each member of this host body for their perusal. And the second, Honorable Chair, is also a resolution defunding various unfilled vacant positions to fund the creation of new positions and funding of needed defunded positions in the City Government of Osamis. The third proposed decision, Honorable Chair, is an ordinance creating new plantilla positions of the City Government of Osamis. The fourth proposed decision is for us to pass a resolution authorizing the local executive, Honorable Henry Pamela Jr., to enter in and sign on behalf of Osamis City the non-disclosure agreement with the National Bureau of Investigation, NBI, for the set-up of NBI Clearance Center Station in Osamis City. The fifth proposed decision, Honorable Chair, is a resolution authorizing the City Health Officer, Dr. Maria Floreline D. Ilog, to enter into and sign on behalf of Osamis City the non-disclosure statement with the Philippine Health Insurance Corporation for PhilHealth Consulta Package and TB Dots Clinic Accreditation. Number 6, a resolution approving the 2024 Commercial Livestock and Poultry Survey on 20 to 30 March 2024 by PSA Provincial Office in Osamis City. Number 7, a resolution approving the lecture activity pertaining to the awareness campaign to end violence against women on 22 March 2024 by the Port Management Office of Osamis Occidental, Osamis in Osamis City. The number 8 proposed insertion is a resolution approving the District's 101 seminar on 26 March 2024 by the Department of Trade and Industry, Provincial Office in Osamis City. Number 9, Honorable Chair, is resolution approving the training in shielded metal arc welding in C1 by the Bureau of Jail Management and Penology Osamis in Osamis City. Number 10, a resolution authorizing the local executive to enter into a contract with the construction of chicken multiplier building at Barangay Kinuma Norte, Osamis City, and perform all acts for the implementation of the project funded from the construction, repair, improvement of government-owned building program of the 20% Development Fund of 2024. The number 11, proposed in session is a resolution authorizing local executive to enter into a contract with the replacement of public mall roofing at Barangay Santa Cruz, Sam City, and perform all acts for the implementation of the project funded by the construction, repair, improvement of government-owned buildings program of 20% development fund. Number 12, Honorable Chair, is a resolution authorizing the local executive to enter into a contract with the concreting of Gango Barangay Road at Purok 7 Malnegro Street by Gango, Sam City, and perform all acts with the implementation of the project funded from the construction or rehabilitation or widening of local barangay roads, bridges, spillways, and drainage system program of 20% development fund. Number 13, a resolution approving the training in organic agricultural production in situ from 20 March to 19 April to 24 by the Technology and Agricultural Learning Institute and Nature Oneness Incorporated in Sam City. Number 14, the last but not the least, an ordinance amending Ordinance number 1257-2023 creating the Agricultural and Biosystems Engineering Division under the Office of City Mayor and funding of its corresponding engineering positions. These are the 14 written proposed intentions, Honorable Chair. Accordingly, I move a joint motion to approve the agenda for the day with 14 insertions which I enumerated a while ago, Honorable Chair. Joint motion.
There's a motion from the Honorable Majority Floor Leader for the approval of our agenda for today with 14 inclusions as being presented. Motion approved.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Item number 6, approval of the minutes of previous sessions. Everybody was furnished copies of the minutes for regular and special sessions on February 20, 27, March 4, March 8, 2024, Honorable Chair. And I guess everybody was able to peruse the contents thereof. I just would like to make a slight correction, and this might be overlooked. The minutes on February 20, 2024, Honorable Chair, page 4, whereby this Honorable Cesar Jr., which says, having paid the membership fee, Honorable Luminal, Honorable Cesar, and Honorable Morales are now officially considered official members of good standing, etc., etc. This Honorable Cesar might be Honorable John Pedro Longsod, because Honorable Cesar has been a member for a long time already. And Honorable Luminal is a new member, Honorable Morales is a new member, and this Honorable Cesar might refer to Honorable John Pedro Longsod. So you have to correct it. Instead of Honorable Cesar, it should be Honorable Roy Longsod. Page 4, first paragraph, Honorable Chair. So with this correction, Honorable Chair, I move to dispense with the reading of the minutes of previous sessions on February 20, February 7, March 4, and March 8, regular and special sessions, and to approve said minutes with a slight correction on the minutes of February 20, page 4, Honorable Chair, as mentioned by yours truly.
There is a
On that motion.
motion from the Honorable Majority Floor Leader for the approval of the minutes of the previous sessions dated February 20 and 27 and March 4 and 8, 2024 on regular and special session with a slight corrections as being manifested. Any comment? Remarks? Hearing none, motion approved on the motion approved on its approval.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. So, Secretary, please take note of the correction. And number 7, first reading, first business, proceed to letter C, petition or request for first reading. Number 1, by community ordinance. Number 2, series of 2023, an ordinance imposed controlling stray dogs and dogs at home. Honorable Chair, attached to our order of business is ordinance number 2S-2023 by Barangay Cavite, but there is no showing that there was a committee hearing or a public hearing conducted by the Barangay Council in Barangay Cavite, because it's there is a barangay assembly. I was informed now that there is a barangay assembly. Limatan ako. Being conducted by the barangay. And I suppose the penalties were amply explained to the people of Barangay Cavite on Roser with this barangay assembly. In the meantime, we have to verify this if the requirements of a joint committee hearing and public hearing is complied with. So I move with the kind indulgence of the Committee on Barangay Affairs and Committee on Laws by Honorable Lau. I move to approve this on the first reading and this be referred to the Committee on Barangay Affairs and Committee Barangay Affairs of Honorable Moralion and Committee on Rules and Style by Honorable Daniel Lau, and also the Committee on Agriculture, the kanya mga dogs sa agriculture man diba? And Committee on Health, the Committee on Agriculture by chaired by Honorable Laminal, and the Committee on Health chaired by Honorable Lim. Four committees. We jointly refer to the four committees for further proposal and study if they will find out that committee hearing and public hearing was being undertaken by the barangay to the barangay assembly, then they can recommend, the joint committee can recommend for approval, second reading in our next negotiation, Mr. Chair. My motion now is for approval on the first reading and be referred to the
On petitions and requests for first reading, the Honorable Majority Floor Leader manifested that this will be approved on the first reading and be referred to the appropriate committee, Committee on Barangay Affairs, Committee on Laws, and Committee
Agriculture and
on Agriculture.
and Health.
There are four committees: Health, Agriculture, and Barangay Affairs and Laws. So motion approved on the first reading.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Letter D, Messages and Communications, Resolutions Series of 2024 by the City Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council. Number 1, Resolution number 001, a resolution recommending to the Second Provincial of Quezon City for the allocation of City Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Fund for logistical support by way of food and non-food provisions to CDRRMO responders, frontliners, such as the PNP, CPS, CHO, SMLAO, CSWD, City Health Office, City Agriculture, City Veterinary, CMO, PNP Maritime, BCG, BP, Barangay Officials, and BPATs, and volunteer responders, force multipliers. Honorable Sir, I move in that motion to adopt and concur with resolution number 1 of the City Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council for approval on the first reading with reservations, Honorable Sir.
There's a motion from the Honorable Majority Floor Leader to adopt and concur on first reading this resolution series of 2024 of the City Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council. Motion approved.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Due to the urgent demand of public interest, I thereby move the motion for the adoption and concurrence of resolution number 1 of DRRMC for approval on second and final reading waiving the internal rules, Honorable Chair.
Due to the urgency of this request resolution, this resolution series 2024 of the City Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council, this resolution number 001, a resolution recommending to the Sangguniang Panglungsod of Osamis City for the allocation of City Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Fund for logistical support by way of food and non-food provisions to CDRRMO responders or frontliners, the PNP, the CPS, CHO, ISMLAO, CSWD, CEO, the City Agriculture, City Veterinary, SWIMO, and PNP Maritime, PCGB, BFP, the barangay officials and BPATs, and volunteer responders, and the other force multipliers. Considering that this is very urgent, the Honorable Majority Floor Leader is passing this on the second and final reading to adopt and concur this request. Motion. Any comment? Remarks? Hearing none, motion approved.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Number 2, resolution number 2 of the CDRRMC, a resolution recommending the Sangguniang of Osamis City for the allocation of City Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Fund for the procurement of concrete posts and other materials needed for the marking of the nation points identified in 14 coastal barangays as surveyed by the DNR Sindro Osamis City. I now move this motion for approval of this CDRRMC resolution number 2 on the first reading with reservations, Honorable Chair.
Approve on the first reading with reservations. Motion approved.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Due to the urgent demand of public interest to allow the procurement of concrete posts and materials for the marking of the nation points in 14 coastal barangays, I move this motion to adopt and concur resolution number 2 of the CDRRMC for approval on second and final reading, waiving the internal rules, Honorable Chair.
Due to the urgency of this request resolution, the Majority Floor Leader is passing this on the second and final reading, waiving the internal rules to adopt this resolution number 002, that is a resolution recommending to the Sangguniang Panglungsod of Osamis City for the allocation of City Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Fund for the procurement of concrete posts and other materials needed for the marking of the delineation points identified in the 14 coastal barangays as surveyed by the DNR Sindro Osamis City. Move for its approval on the second and final reading, waiving the internal rules. Any comment? Remarks? Hearing none, motion approved on the second and final reading, waiving the internal rules.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Items number 3, 4, 5, and 6 are various resolutions of Sangguniang Panligan of sa Province of Osamis Occidental declaring operative our various application ordinance as indicated herein, Honorable Chair. And I therefore move omnibussly to these items 3, 4, 5, and 6 be duly noted with thanks in the records of the City Council, Honorable Chair.
For resolutions of the Sangguniang Panglalawigan Province of Misamis Occidental, this resolution number 146, resolution number 147-24, and resolution number 153-24, and resolution number 153-24, declaring operatives of all the appropriation ordinances in the Sangguniang Panglungsod of Osamis. Move for its adoption or duly noted these resolutions. Any comment? Remarks? Hearing none.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Number 7, DLG Region 10 Mrs. dated March 4, 2024 with subject prohibition and illegal operation of colorum operators in public transportation terminals. This message might require the enactment or decision to support the move to prohibit illegal operation of operators in public transportation terminals, and I therefore move that this be referred to the Committee on Public Transportation, chaired by Honorable Archie Ramiro and Jose for further study, and to recommend action on this particular DLG written message, Honorable Chair.
For item number 7, manifested by the Honorable Majority Floor Leader that this DILG Region 10 message dated March 4, 2024 with its subject prohibition on the illegal operation of colorum operators in public transportation terminals. Moved by the Majority Floor Leader that this be referred to the Committee on Public Utility, chaired by the Honorable Romero. Motion. Yes, comment? Honorable Suizo.
Yes, Madam Chair. With this DILG memo, I think it is really high time for us to make emphasis on the regulation of the colorums, because I have talked with few of our motor cab drivers, and again, they are alarmed on the colorum vehicles that are now increasing and now doing their business without any license to drive around the cities. And before that, they already done it during nighttime because there were no longer enforcers to arrest them or to keep them keep away from the roads. But right now, it's still on daytime. There are a lot of colorums are now transporting without license. So I think it's high time for us to really address the problem that our motor cabs is addressing to, that we need to address it also. Thank you very much, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Suizo. Noted by the Chair your feedback, and please, the Honorable Romero, please consider the feedback which has been presented by Honorable Suizo in your committee level.
Yes, Madam Chair.
Noted.
One TV special report.